When the future King of England decides he needs a crisis manager on speed dial, you know things are heating up behind palace walls. Prince William has just made a major move, hiring someone to help navigate the growing storm around the royal family. And this isn't just a standard PR hire, this is a heavyweight. Her name is Liza Ravenscroft, and she's being pulled from communications giant Edelman, where she led their entire UK crisis and issues team. Her former boss even called her bulletproof sunshine, a perfect description for someone whose career is all about helping big names survive their absolute worst moments. This isn't some junior PR assistant writing press releases. Liza has worked side by side with major figures handling everything from boycott campaigns to sexual allegations to serious safety risks. And the timing couldn't be more telling. The monarchy is currently being hit from all sides. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's never-ending Epstein-related scandals, William's strained relationship with his brother Harry, Kate's ongoing health challenges, and even King Charles dealing with his own health struggles. And now Meghan Markle is reportedly planning a return to the UK after 4 years, something that's guaranteed to grab massive media attention and potentially reignite all the old palace tensions. William clearly isn't taking any chances. Liza Ravenscroft is stepping in as his new general in the fight for public perception and protecting the institution. And if you want to stay on top of every royal development, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Things are about to get even more intense. So, who is Liza Ravenscroft really? And why would William choose her? A quick look at her LinkedIn gives us some clues. She deals with front-page crises, boycott campaigns, sexual allegations, serious safety issues, geopolitical and ethical risks. She's all about human-led responses that speak directly to the audiences that matter. That last part is key. She doesn't rely on stiff lawyer-approved statements. Instead, she believes in building strong relationships that can defend and charm at the same time. And right now, that's exactly the kind of modern strategic thinking the royal family desperately needs. The old method of ignore it and hope it blows over just doesn't work anymore, not in the age of social media and 24-hour news. Liza has an impressive track record. She's handled crisis management for global brands like Marriott Hotels and British Airways. She knows how to manage complicated stakeholder relationships, craft messaging that resonates, and turn crises into opportunities to show values and rebuild trust. Now she's bringing that expertise to Kensington Palace, working directly with William as he prepares for both the immediate chaos and his eventual role as king. There's also an interesting connection here with Julian Payne, the former communications secretary to King Charles and Queen Camilla, now CEO of Edelman. Payne reportedly stays close to the monarch, so it's likely not a coincidence that one of his most senior staff members has moved to William's office. This hire signals a push for alignment between Kensington and Buckingham Palaces, essentially a strategic coordination. As William prepares for succession, officially Liza will be working in a non-crisis role, though palace spokespeople haven't elaborated. But let's be honest, you don't bring in a career crisis expert unless you're either in crisis or expecting one soon. And right now, both scenarios seem very plausible. Let's break down the crises William and Liza will likely tackle first. There's Andrew. His Epstein-linked scandals keep generating shocking new revelations. He's been stripped of royal titles, forced to give up the lease on his Royal Lodge mansion, and now faces financial entanglements with his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, tied to Epstein. Sarah is also giving up her Duchess title. Easter looks set to be another intense period of media scrutiny for Andrew from a palace communications perspective. Andrew's situation is the gift that keeps giving. New documents and revelations keep popping up, keeping the story alive and damaging the monarchy's reputation. Then there's Harry and Meghan. William reportedly hasn't spoken to his younger brother since the Queen's funeral in September 2022. That's over 3 years of complete radio silence. King Charles tried to reunite with Harry last year, but even that meeting in September at Clarence House, 55 minutes over tea, was formal, cold, and lacking any real warmth. The Sussexes' continued criticisms from California only make the tension worse. Meghan's upcoming return to the UK is likely to ignite media coverage and fan the flames of old conflicts. Kate's health has also required careful messaging throughout 2025, and King Charles's own health struggles have added another layer of complexity. it's no wonder William is pulling out all the stops. Liza Ravenscroft isn't just a hire, she's a signal that the monarchy recognises it's navigating unprecedented storms, and they're bringing in the best possible minds to protect the institution and shape public perception. In short, William is preparing for battle, and Liza is his general with scandals, family tension, and high-profile health issues all converging. The palace is bracing for one of its most challenging periods in recent history. And one thing's for sure, the drama is far from over. Harry later fired back at reports about that highly publicised meeting, claiming there were sources actively trying to sabotage any chance of reconciliation between him and his father. But his statement didn't calm the waters, it stirred up a whole new mini-crisis. Reports quickly emerged that King Charles was left both saddened and confused by Harry going public, and suddenly a private family matter had turned into another headline, grabbing palace drama. This is exactly what makes the Harry and Meghan situation so tricky. From a communications perspective, nothing stays private. Every conversation seems to explode into public speculation. Every gesture, every tone of voice, every carefully worded sentence gets dissected, analysed, and interpreted for hidden meanings, and the media is relentless. No detail is too small, no nuance too subtle for William and the rest of the senior royals. It's a constant balancing act, trying to manage perception while keeping family matters behind palace walls. And now, adding even more fuel to the fire, rumours are swirling that Meghan Markle is planning a return to the UK, her first visit in 4 years. Sources suggest she could attend one of the Invictus Games events in Birmingham on July 10th. If this trip actually happens, and that's still very much up in the air, depending on security approvals, it will mark her first time on British soil since Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. That's an absence of nearly half a decade, making her potential return an event guaranteed to dominate headlines. The speculation is already running wild. Will Meghan and Kate cross paths? Will there be formal or informal interactions with other royals? Every move will be scrutinised, every photograph analysed for signs of tension or even friendship. The optics of this trip are critical. The palace will have to manage not just the logistics and security, but also the narrative. Will Meghan's visit be framed as a gesture of reconciliation, a private family trip? Or will the media spin it as a showdown between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family for William, Charles and even Kate? This is a communication nightmare waiting to happen. Every headline has the potential to reignite past tensions, from Harry's criticisms of the institution to lingering public debates over Meghan and Harry's departure from royal duties. And for Meghan, it's an opportunity, whether intentional or not, to shape her image on a global stage, reminding the world she still has a voice, influence, and a story to tell. In short, if Meghan actually sets foot in the UK, it won't just be a trip, it will be an event with monumental implications for the monarchy, the media, and the public. And with every palace player now hyper aware of the potential fallout, you can bet that Liza Ravenscroft, William's new crisis manager, is already strategizing behind the scenes on how to control what could be the biggest royal media moment of the year.